may be the most famous building in all of Texas. It's the Alamo, of course, here in San Antonio. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the San Antonio Spurs here at AT&TCenter. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, the Minnesota Timberwolves will come into town. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said it's an honor, but he added, scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature always ranked above that. Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. Well, Clark, no doubt you've been through this many times. The regular season is a grind. I think you said that before. Do the veteran players need to teach the young guys how to handle that schedule?
I clearly think, Kevin, that the veterans can be helpful, but there's nothing like firsthand experience, and you really have to experience the length and the grueling nature of the season to understand how you best can weather the schedule, but veterans certainly can be helpful.
Is there a rookie wall, Clark? Is that true?
Yeah, I think there is one. Clearly, I hit it, and most rookies that I've talked to during my time and beyond find a period in that season when they bump into that wall.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Cook in at the 1 spot. And for San Antonio, Gay and Aldridge are up front. Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Boy, Kuzma's such an impressive player, able to dial it in from these in-between spots with relative ease.
Here's DeRozan. Good D by LeBron. Here is Cook. Floats it up for Davis. Aldridge with some nice D. And it's Murray penetrating. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, Murray's game is about putting the ball on the floor, moving without it when he doesn't have it, and driving and keeping pressure on the defense.
And that one's good by Davis.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Murray. No good on that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. James has a 2-pointer. Rebound, San Antonio.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Murray. 9 points last game out. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Over Davis. Davis with the block.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
The Spurs have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And so it's San Antonio with it after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Aldridge over Davis. That misses off the backboard.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
How about this, fellas? I mean, DeRozan's aerial skills, his bounce, obvious from a very young age. His first dunk came when he was in the 6th grade, and he won the dunk contest at the high school All-American game. Major bounce.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
And the first one at the line is good. And growing up about 15 miles south of the Staples Center, DeMar DeRozan idolized Kobe Bryant Clark and patterned his game after him.
And you can see evidence of Kobe's game in DeMarcus's game. You think about the footwork, the ability to post up, the moves and counter moves, the balance and strength. I think he owes a lot of that to the Mamba.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
And you know, the Spurs are never afraid to play to the tune of their own drummer. I mean, just as the rest of the league embraces threes and layups, the Spurs going against that grain, leading the league in mid-range shots and post-ups.
And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 4-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. And they pick up 2. Well, you were talking about the mid-range and the post-ups. Those are the strengths of DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, Coach Popovich has been so successful for decades because he always adapts to the strength of his players. Outstanding coaches do that in every sport. That shot diet might not work for most other teams, but if it fits the Spurs, they'll go old school and make it work for them.
DeRozan passes to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Well, a nice room service feed from DeRozan. Couldn't get more wide open than that.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Inside. And it's Davis with the jam.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now, here's DeRozan. 20 points for him last game against New York.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
LeBron against DeRozan. Kuzma. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The Spurs have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first one falls.
DeJounte Murray played just 1 season at the University of Washington. He grew up in Seattle and went to Rainier Beach High School. It's actually the same high school that produced Jamal Crawford, and as a matter of fact, a lot of good players have come out of the Emerald City.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And in Seattle, Murray recognized from a young age as a potential pro.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you can identify those specially talented players, and his nickname was Baby Boy. And how about this, Kevin? Jamal Crawford has mentored DeJounte since the 6th grade. Those guys have exchanged text messages throughout that time. Jay Crossover, one of my favorites, on and off the court in the league, really has helped keep Murray on the right track.
Here's DeRozan, following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. 5 on the clock. The 3, And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Anthony Davis.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
And it's Cook missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's White. Kicks it out to Gay. Shoots over Kuzma. That one wide left.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now Murray. He has 5. Kicks it out to Gay. Passes to DeRozan. Fires from the line. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Boy, Aldridge using those long arms of his to corral that offensive rebound.
James looking it over. Right side Davis. Over Aldridge. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. Davis has got 8 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And, you know, with LeBron coming to L.A., the Lakers trying to speed up their timeline. I mean, the roster never quite got gelled. The end result, LeBron's first time outside the playoffs since 2005, which was his second season as a pro. That's a remarkable run.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Bellinelli comes in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Now here's Mills. He had 10 points in the win against New York. Outside DeRozan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Aldridge. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. And it's 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. And when you look back on LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, Clark, how would you rate it?
Well, I think a mild disappointment. But remember now, before he got hurt, they were 4 or 5 games above 500. But the injuries, some other drama, really changes in the front office, instability led to a disappointing and frustrating season.
Now Gabe, following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. And here's Mills for 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Lakers have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. James, that's a 2-pointer. Misses off the right iron. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 1. DeRozan's shot is off.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Green against Bellinelli. Pass to DeRozan. Clock at 4. Gay takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Gay's got 5 now.
Gay has made a great transformation over the years from a traditional wing to somebody who scores all over the court, including inside.
Here is Cook. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Davis, the pass to Kuzma. Fades back. The rebound by the Spurs. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Guys, you remember when DeMar DeRozan first came into the league, he was just really a raw athlete. Now he's a finely tuned offensive juggernaut.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Pirtle, he's checked in for San Antonio. Damari Carroll comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Davis. JaVale McGee comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Cook. Now here's LeBron. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Los Angeles with another miss. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Great, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
San Antonio's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Mills finds Bellinelli. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Goes up to the stripe. Mills can't hit.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Mills following the bucket by the Lakers. LeBron with the block.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Spurs trail by 3. Rondo with the steal. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Lyles checked in for the Spurs. That one misses for Rondo. A lot of players keep track of their stats, their own team stats. But Clark, how much do guys pay attention to stats in game?
I have no idea. I mean, I know stat sheets are given to the coaches during the timeouts throughout the game, but I don't think players in general are able to monitor their numbers. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I imagine every team may have a player or two that can chart his numbers during the game, but the vast majority are too occupied with playing the game to keep up with the stats.
And they're looking up at the scoreboard too, aren't they? Because they give individual stats up on the board.
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you that, and then watching replays is one of my pet peeves with players. I mean, they should just focus on playing the game instead of always looking up to see if they fouled or not.
Spurs trail by 3. Lyles inside, covered by LeBron, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Los Angeles is gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Outside Rondo. The pass to Bradley. Pass to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Over Pirtle. No good from Howard. And it's Carroll with the ball for San Antonio. It's a three-point game. And Mills kicks to Carroll. Back to Mills. Over Rondo. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers lead by 3. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy. I was part of it, not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo is out there with Avery Bradley. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Howard in at the 5. That free throw good from Caldwell-Pope.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that.
Now here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Los Angeles leading by 5. Rondo looking over the floor. Pass to Bradley. Fires at the elbow. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
Pass to Pirtle. Now Carroll. Buries it down low.
Like how assertive Carroll is near the basket, capitalizing inside.
Now here's Rondo, covered by Mills. Howard, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. No good on the 3. Spurs trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bellinelli passes to Pirtle. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Rondo. Bradley up top. Bellinelli is covering. Bradley passes to Caldwell-Pope. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. It's stolen by Rondo. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And there's Caldwell-Pope. That's good on the assist by Howard.
I think it's important that Caldwell-Pope makes these shots, showing real toughness, converting through contact.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Mills dishes to Pirtle. He kicks it to Carroll. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. Lakers leading by 3. And here's Rondo. The pass to Bradley. Howard trying to free himself up. Bradley can't get it to go.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
And it's Mills with the ball for the Spurs.
Timeout.
Trailing by 5. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. San Antonio calls timeout. Hey, Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Lyles. DeRozan comes in for DeMar Carroll. Derek White's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. Green finds Caldwell Pope. Left side Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Aldridge. And that one's good by Davis. And it's a 7-point Laker lead.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Murray. And Murray winning second team all defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
He's off on the second.
You know, you look at the potential Murray has, and it's exciting, quite honestly. He's a lead guard. He plays the point, but he's more of a scorer than a distributor at this point.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here is Cook. 9 points last game out. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Green. Here's Cook. Got a hand on it.
Murray is tireless on the defensive end, and you don't want this guy guarding you because he's so pesky. What a rejection.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from White. Here's Cook. Good, nice job down low. Cook's got 5 now.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Murray against Kuzma. Floats one up. Murray, no good. Lakers leading by 4. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. free throw good from Caldwell Pope. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
Now, here's DeRozan, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Lakers leading by 6. Down low, and stolen by Murray. White against Caldwell Pope. Kept alive, Aldridge. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And, you know, Aldridge is a load to deal with. When he gets good position, you pretty much have to be physical with it.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the
2.
free throw percentage they had last season.
And that one misses.
Boy, I love his stroke. Aldridge has a sweet stroke and continues to produce a nightly double-double threat who doesn't mind being the focal point of the offense.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And Clark, ordinarily quiet by nature, LaMarcus Aldridge has become a more outspoken leader in recent years.
Yeah, and that's a good sign. Sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone for the good of the team. Aldridge is, by nature, a laid-back, quiet guy, and sometimes that can work against the team. But in his case, he realized that he needed to be more vocal and stepped into doing that.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Spurs trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's DeRozan. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Murray surveying the D. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Nice job adjusting his body on the drive as he gets hit. All the credit belongs to Caldwell Pope there.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 10-point game. It's stolen by Green. Passes it to Cook. The tray drains it from beyond the arc. Cook's got 5 points in the quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
LeBron's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And let's take a look at Kyle Kuzma's numbers. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's around 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Aldridge kicks to Murray. Back to Aldridge. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Pass to Kuzma. That's tipped.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's James. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 14 points for the game.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket. And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
From deep, Green. He can't get it to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And San Antonio shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Kuzma. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
And both free throws good for Kuzma.
Boy, you look at Kuzma, the 27th overall pick in the NBA draft, guys, a multi-talented, confident forward with impressive skill and potential.
Here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
So it's the Spurs now, following the bucket by the Lakers. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
And they've got a lot of ground to make up, and it's hard to do if you continue to struggle offensively.
That's 11 points for the other team off turnovers. That's a real hard thing to overcome.
The Spurs making a switch here. Carroll's checked in. Now here's Davis. The pass to Kuzma. The fader. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Will it go? And DeRozan finishing inside. DeRozan's got his 2nd basket of the night.
You look at DeMar DeRozan, and he's tough to stop inside. Really in his comfort zone in there.
James against Aldridge. James, the pass to Cook. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Here's Murray. 8 points for him. 1:49 left in the first half. They get a hand on it. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Gay. 15th in three-point shooting. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him. But time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Down low. Aldridge down low. Davis is there. Fast break. The Lakers. Green leading the charge. Kuzma, that's good.
Tell you what, guys, he seems to improve with every game. I mean, Kuzma continues to hone his catch-and-shoot game.
There's a minute left in the second quarter. Murray outside. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Davis, down it, drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Carroll, Aldridge, rebounded by the Lakers. Cook's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The drive by Green. Yep, it counts.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Murray outside. This one for 3, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Lakers ahead, running away with it. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, and knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 18 points, 5 block shots, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
High basketball IQ, something Anthony Davis doesn't always get enough credit for. He repeatedly makes the right decisions on both ends of the floor. Not many big men can control the game the way he does.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Gay and Aldridge are up front. Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Gay. White wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good. Gay against Kuzma. To the paint. Here's James. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. And you look at the Lakers desperate to surround LeBron with talent to win now. They have improved, but is it enough to go deep in the West?
DeRozan. That shot misses. Good D by LeBron. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. And a wide open look for James. Drains the three-pointer. LeBron's got 13. And the Lakers, for decades, Clark, a magnet for superstar free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, in recent years, more of a mixed bag in that regard. Whether it's the turmoil in the Lakers organization, I think that's part of it, or the prospect of playing in LeBron's shadow. A number of elite players have elected to go elsewhere thus far.
And here's White after LeBron James hitting the 3. 5 on the clock. Aldridge wide open, he fires, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Whenever Aldridge hits from out there, that's a huge bonus.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Kicks to Davis from the arc. Offensive rebound.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Murray outside. Here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, you can see the excitement in DeRozan's eyes when he gets these opportunities. I mean, he's a knockdown threat from there.
Here is Cook. He's got 8. And they double up James. On the wing, Davis. He's looking for James and finds him. Nice D from DeRozan.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
Pass to Davis. James outside. That 3 off the mark. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Gay left side. Great D that time from Davis. The Lakers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. The drive by James throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on DeRozan.
Weight room muscle on display there. James, even when he gets hit, he can still score.
And LeBron James, Clark, climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Clark, as you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Mills, guarded by Bradley. Mills can't hit.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Outside Bradley. On the wing, James. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got 5 assists tonight. San Antonio with the ball. Mills with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Bellinelli. Trying to get something going. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
San Antonio making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. There's the pass to Lyles. Bellinelli against LeBron. Over to the left wing. White the pass to Lyles. Shoots over McGee. Lyles no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here's Mills after the basket by Los Angeles. Rebounded by McGee.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense. When the lob is in the right spot for him, LeBron is never going to miss a chance to do something special throwing it down.
Now, here's Mills. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Lyles with a wide-open look. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
LeBron outside. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Outside Bradley. High arcing shot. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Bellinelli. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Lyles passes to Mills. Here's Pirtle. And again, unable to change momentum here. Los Angeles has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. LeBron James on the wing. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Bradley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And the first one drops.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters. And many criticized that move.
And, you know, guys, you look at it, LeBron is at his very best with the ball in his hands, which means he needs room to attack the lane. It's clear that a course correction was needed.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Derek White.
And, you know, guys, the Spurs team dinner's the stuff of legends, just building camaraderie and getting to know one another and being orchestrated with care by head coach Greg Popovich. They enjoyed the finest restaurants and great food and drink, but the fellowship and camaraderie, probably the most important part of those dinner gatherings.
And Clark, the act of getting dinner, sitting down to a meal, as a team, it brings people together.
It really does, guys, and I can't overstate it. When you get a chance to know your teammates off the court, it adds to your ability to play for them on the court. It can't always be just about grind, grind, grind. There has to be some compassion, some caring, some understanding, and sometimes the best places to do that are at restaurants with good food and good drink.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, a rugged, experienced player. The shooting and defense Carroll provides, it's really what makes him so valuable.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's the Lakers with it. Now Rondo. Inside. James. Oh, what a play!
Woo! Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered him.
And it's Mills with the ball for San Antonio. Pass to Bellinelli. Fires it up. But they get it back. Pirtle, the pass to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Outside Rondo. To the middle. It's stolen by Carroll. Oh, and here comes Carroll all alone. Here's Mills. And the layup falls.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Los Angeles has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. LeBron kicks to Rondo. Misses the layup.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here is Pirtle. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. 3 on the clock. Carroll finds Pirtle. Over Rondo. Pirtle's shot is off. And Los Angeles guys shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Spurs with possession here. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Mills. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Rajon Rondo.
You know, Patty Mills is one of a long line of outstanding Australian players who played their college ball in Northern California at St. Mary's College.
The Spurs have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them. That free throw, no good. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0". And that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Good on the second free throw. And here's Rondo. Kuzma left side. Releases. Los Angeles with another miss. Spurs shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Gay can't get it to go. LA has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Green up on top. 1:43 left to play in the third. Shot clock at 5. Got it from 16 feet. Green's got his second bucket of the night. And San Antonio has possession. On the wing, DeRozan. Mills finds Pirtle. 1:15 left here in the third quarter. No good from Gay.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot. And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Passes it to Carroll. Puts it up from 12. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Lakers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Kuzma can't get it to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Murray's checked in for Patty Mills. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
2.
The Lakers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. It's stolen by Green. To the paint, here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
DeRozan with it. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, able to put on a show for the ages. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Right back after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Rondo taking a look at the Lakers. They've got JaVale McGee, Jared Dudley out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Daniels in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Dudley. Pass to Caruso. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McGee, kicks it to Daniels. Now the pass to Dudley. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Bertle, the pass to Johnson. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
One shot.
And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
It's Carroll on the wing. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
He is a legit catch-and-shoot option. DeMarre Carroll comfortable rising up as soon as he gets it.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now Rondo, pass to McGee. On the wing, Daniels. Lets the three fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Daniels has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Passes it to Forbes. On the wing, Johnson releases. And he overshot that one, missing. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Daniels kicks to Rondo. Over Johnson. Rebound San Antonio. Carroll's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now here's Walker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here.
He'll take those all day long.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Outside, Walker. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Forbes the pass to Carroll. Hangs, and he lays it up and in. Carroll's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Rondo kicks to Caruso. Back to Rondo. Fires the 3. The shot comes out. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Walker against Rondo. Walker's shot is off. Lakers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Pass to Caruso. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists now tonight. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Tipped away. And the pass to Carroll. Left side, Walker. Back to Carroll. Shoots over Dudley. And the shot no good, a bit short. And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And it's McGee atop the key. The feed to Dudley. Shoots over Carroll. Dudley, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
And the Lakers with possession here after the basket by San Antonio. Here's McGee. No good there off the double clutch. The Spurs have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Now here's Walker. Defense right on him. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Hurdle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to Dudley. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Dudley's got 5 points in the quarter.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
So it's the Spurs now, following the three by the Lakers. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
It's good.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And San Antonio shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Bertle, the pass to Johnson. Outside, Walker. From downtown, and again, it's San Antonio with a three.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Here's Caruso. Outside Rondo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Here's Walker, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on JaVale McGee. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool, because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. So a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. Lyles checked in for San Antonio. And the Lakers also making a change. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Passes to Caruso. Back to Rondo. Baseline J on the way. A rebound by the Spurs. Johnson wide open. He fires. San Antonio again missing. Lakers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade, confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And that one falls for Davis.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Mark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available, and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas. Goaltending would be one where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
And he sinks the second. San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. There's the steal. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Walker after the basket by the Lakers. Poked away. It's stolen by Davis. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Johnson. Tipped away. Stolen by Dudley. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Well, Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
And the first one at the line is good. The Lakers making a switch here. Green's checked in. And so Walker nails both of them. LA has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Caruso kicks to Daniels. Down low, here's Davis. It's hauled in by Lyles. The Spurs shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Here's Johnson. A beautiful reverse layup. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
The Lakers shooting very well right now, 52% in this 4th quarter. Caruso, the pass to Dudley. On the wing, Johnson, the 3. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Lakers the other way.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that 3rd meeting.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Davis.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Anthony Davis. Here's Pirtle. The teardrop falls in.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Caruso looking for an opening. And there's the pass to McGee. Dudley with it. 6 to shoot. Back to McGee. From 12 feet out, Dudley's shot is good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.